It's fine. Uh, Setting is okay. Well, now I am here to say something points. Okay. Well, let's see. Salam Habibi, how are you? I hope you are fine. It is me, Michael Cizario. I am here with you in my channel Afghan Jelebi Michael Cizario Santa. Accordance with title, yes. Today we are roasting Tulsi Gabbard in the topic of the security threats on United States of America. And here now keyword is Bangladesh nuclear energy. Okay. Now the problem is that when Bangladesh nuclear energy would be happens, that how United States of America can be security threats. I would discuss about it, and I would discuss it that how Tulsi Gabbard is a failure of it, and how before death Charlie Krik questions about this. Okay, first of all, here you can see. Well, now here it is the points I would mention it. Well, I would love to mention it. Okay. Well, now here we can see the atomic energy centers. Well, Atomic Energy Center is the oldest nuclear research center in Bangladesh and located in capital Dhaka. It falls within the campus of University in Dhaka. Here's something like that. Okay. Now here it is she, Tulsi Gabbard, and here is Charlie Krik, and here I would like to mention Bangladeshi terrorist Hasnat Abdullah. Okay. Now here we can see. Now our problem is that when it is atomic energy center in Bangladesh. Okay. Now here we can see. I would like to tell you that when in Bangladesh we are facing 10 hours load shedding, I mean 10 hours no electricity per day, then how atomic energy center works in Bangladesh. And then I can find the major security problems. Okay. Now here the security problem is that United States National Intelligence Secretary Tulsi Gabbard got information about the pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi terrorist Hasnat Abdullah, it is she, air attack on Texas of United States of America, but still not actions. Okay. Now terrorist Hasnat Abdullah air attack, here I would like to mention it. Departure is Dhaka, Bangladesh, and target is Texas City of the Texas Provincial State of United States of America. And now what is via route? Shanghai from China, Moscow from Russia, Tehran from Iran, Sydney from Australia, Cape Town from South Africa, Buenos Aires from Argentina. Okay. Well, I hope you would not believe me. And here is the points. It is the distance methods. Well, now I can mention it about the distance methods. Well, it is Dhaka, Dhaka to the Shanghai, China. Here we can see. Now, second stop is middle stop is Moscow. Third middle stop of Russia, capital city of Russia. Third city stop is Tehran, the capital city of Iran. Next stop is Sydney, the city of Australia. Then here the Cape Town, the city of South Africa. Hence, Buenos Aires, the city capital city of Argentina. Then here we can see the attack on Texas City, the provincial state of Texas. Okay. Now here we can see half of weight of terrorist plane is 100,000 kilograms. Okay. Because terrorist plane weight is 200,000 kilograms. Okay. Now distance is 51,320 kilograms. Okay. Here exactly mentions 51,319 kilograms, 200 grams. Kilometer, 200 meters. Okay. And as round figure, we can share that 51,320 kilometers as distance. Time is 67 hours. Now, when we can convert it into from hour to second, that is 241,200 seconds. And we know the kinetic. Okay. Now here I can mention is the points. Well, we know that here as the accordance with the points here, what is the equation of kinetic power? The kinetic power of terrorist plane is like that. P equal to half of weight of terrorist plane multiplied by distance squared divided by travel time cube. And here half of weight of terrorist plane is of course 100,000 kilograms. Distance is 50th input of distance is almost, you can see 51,320 kilometer square. And here we can see that in accordance with meter, that is 51,320,000 meter square, enter square. And the travel time cube is almost here 241,200 second enter cube. But problem is that here I can see, I can mention it. Okay. And here the problem I can find is, it is clear. Now here accordance with meter, here we can find 4 times 0, 100, 10,000. 1E4 enter multiple by 2 is 1E8, and in this case, well, 1E2 enter cube is 1E6. Well, 1E8 divided by 1E6 is 1E2, and here 100,000 kilogram becomes 10 million kilograms. Okay. Now here the calculation is 10 million kilogram multiplied by 5,132 square divided by 2412 cube. And here we can see 19,000 kilowatts. Okay. And now, and here we can see the points. I can explain it. So here the point is 19 kilowatt means 19 kilowatt means 19,000 watts. Okay. Now we will 19 kilowatt in the another I can see 19 kilowatt means 19 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 3 megawatts. Okay. And here Bangladesh electricity annual production is almost 6,000 megawatts. Okay. And here we can see that is one third multiple by million tons smaller than Bangladesh annual electricity production. Okay. And here in Bangladesh, here we can see we can see no electricity in 4 hours per day, 8 hours per day, and even 10 hours per day. Then what atomic energy works? And here we can find it, the terrorist attacks. Okay. Now here we can see the terrorist fuel is artificial solar arc reactor with the weight of 666 picogram, and necessary fuel temperature would be temperature T equal to 3 multiple by P multiple by time T bracket enter divided by bracket of capital M fuel weight multiple by plane engine capability multiple by specific heats of artificial sun. Okay. And now here we can see the points. Okay. And now here it is our points. Now 3 multiple by power is 57,000 watts, and time is 241,200 seconds. And how I can say about their multiplications? I can say the multiplication is 50 bracket of 57 multiplied by 2412 bracket multiplied by 100,000. Here is the okay for that. And now let's see that what is the answer. Okay, the answer is 14.4 multiplied by 10 to the power 18 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now here we can see the point to be noted, milords. It is only 50 planes. I can assure that. Okay. Now here we can see 50,000. Here I can assure almost 100 terrorists I can see can reach in United States America. Well, and here I know the Bangladeshi terrorist plan. Okay. Charlie Krik know the Bangladeshi terrorist plan. Hasnat Abdullah definitely know the Bangladeshi terrorist plan, and hence here Tulsi Gabbard. What about Tulsi Gabbard? I forgot to search it. Well, Tulsi. Now here Tulsi Gabbard Wikipedia's. Now what about Tulsi Gabbard's Wikipedia? Tulsi Gabbard definitely know that because Tulsi Gabbard definitely know that because Tulsi Gabbard is the National Intelligence Director of National Intelligence Department. Okay, that means she definitely know the CIA informations. Okay, and and here is my question is that why Tulsi Gabbard did not get action repeatedly. And I know that here we can see Charlie Krik questions about it to Tulsi Gabbard. But Tulsi Gabbard is Tulsi Gabbard. She is first woman to be Secretary of National Intelligence Agency. Hence, she probably assassinated Charlie Krik. Hence that Hasnat Abdullah has an easy way to contain a terror attack on Texas City of United States of America. Just 2 minutes. Okay. Now here we can see. I can hear someone else. And now it is the points that I have mentioned the several points. Okay. And my question is why? And someone can question us why Tulsi Gabbard allow terrorist Hasnat Abdullah to attack on Texas City of the United States of America, and I have not an exact answer, but I have a probable answers. Okay. Now here we can see the probable answer is that here the donkey routes. Okay. Now you can see here Bill Gates' net worth is 106,000 billion United States of America. Here I would say something like interest. Here was he has contains 2 daughters, Jennifer Gates and Forbes Gates. I would say discuss this with another live stream, but for that, here I can say the points. Accordance with Sharia law, well, since he got two daughters and one son, accordance with Sharia law, every daughter can get 26.5 billion United States dollars, and here is one son can get 53 billion United States dollars. Okay. Now here is the points. Well, now it is not a exact Sharia law that what is meanings, but the Sharia law actually came from the Surah An-Nisa sections. Well, Surah An-Nisa ayat number 11. Okay, here impressions has lost. Well, Surah. But what about the secular law? Secular law, accordance with secular law, when any businessman can have a net worth of 106 billion United States dollars, like whom? Like Bill Gates. Here and here we can get the points. Here there only one child can get a complete inheritance, that is one son, because he is capable to operate his father business empire, where his daughters has no capability to have a business empires. It is the point. Okay. And and here by whom Sharia law cannot be implemented in United States of America. Hence, here by Krik, Sharia law can be implemented in United States of America. Well, Bangladeshi terrorist Hasnat Abdullah want to ready with a terror attack on Texas city of United States of America. Well, here the fuel weight would be 666 picogram, and here the temperature generated by fuel can be 14.4 multiplied by 10 to the power 18 degrees Celsius. Okay. Well, here because the fuel would be artificial solar arc reactor. And now here I can understand that why Bangladesh Atomic Energy Center still exists. Because several oil electricity centers, several coal electricity centers, and even several gas electricity centers, still Bangladesh can get no electricity per day, 10 hours no electricity per day, and sometimes 20 hours no electricity per day. Hence, and the question is, what is the use of Atomic Electricity Center of Bangladesh in Dhaka? And when I get logic, I would try to get logics. Well, here I can get logic for that. Okay. Okay, here we can see. Well, here the second probability is via is root is same, but distance. Well, time is 67 seconds. Okay. Now, distance 51,320 kilometers and time is 67 seconds. That is useful for Newtonian kinetic energies. Okay. And now here we can see the points. Well, and here I can say about some questions. The question is that, well, when 67 plane would be reached, plane would cross 51,320 kilometers in 67 seconds. Well, and here in the case we would need fuel, where the fuel would be nuclear energy. And here I can understand that, well, Hasnat Abdullah can attack on United States of America through fueling the artificial solar arc reactor. Because of what? Here the point is that the reason is they want to reach Texas city of United States of America with crossing 51,320 kilometers, where they can be in the sky of Shanghai, Chennai, Moscow of Russia, Shanghai of China, Moscow of Russia, well, in Tehran of Iran, Sydney of Australia, and Cape Town of South Africa, and Buenos Aires of Argentina. They can be in the sky. Okay. And now it would need for one planes or two planes, temperature is always the same. Okay. And here we can see the points. Well, and here, well, 10,000 square is 10 to the power 8. Okay. 1E5 multiplied by 1E8 is 1E13E. And here we can see our exact point is 875.7 million megawatts. Yes. And here we can see, well, here you can see the points. Bangladesh is under the terrorist government or the government to support Islamic terrorism. Okay, and now here points to be noted here. 51,320 kilometers in 67 seconds, where half of weight of terrorist plane is 100,000 kilograms. Well, here we can see 875.7 trillion watts. That means 875.7 million megawatts. And now, well, as we know that Bangladesh electricity annual production is almost 6,000 megawatts. Okay. Now here I can say about calculator. It is 875.7 million. Well, divided by 6,000. Okay. Now here we can see okay. As we can see here, here we can see it is almost 145,950 tons. That Bangladesh annual electricity productions. And when Bangladesh contains a government supporting Islamic terrorism, and here we can see this level of terrorism can promote the points that can support Islamic it promotes Islamic terrorism, and it would allow Bangladesh to contain no electricity in 20 hours per day, and accordance per month it would be 600 hours, and accordance per years that would be 7,200 hours. Okay, but still Bangladeshi terrorists want to attack on Texas city of United States of America. And what is the reasons? Here we can say that would be mentions. Well, okay. Now here it would be saving for a moment. And here you can see it is all the Bill Gates points. Okay. Salari Sharia law, illegal Muslim immigrant Islam promotions, and here we can see now here we can how son of Elon Musk invest. And here we can see the points. Yes, Tulsi Gabbard's Sharia inheritance law on Elon Musk. And here we can see the points. Here I can open it. Well, how the son of Elon Musk would invest his net worth on Israeli flying car. Okay, Elon Musk's net worth would be 500 billion United States dollars in 2020. Force on combined inheritance would be 364 billion United States dollars in Sharia law. Okay, now here it is an investments. Half of just for a moment. Okay, now here we can say half of weights is uh, 1000 kilograms. It is just a car. Okay, now I can show that about cars points. Uh, it would be a Israeli car, and that is the Israeli car, flying car, and it can fly almost in the velocity would be 34,343 kilometer in 1.75 seconds, and here kinetic power would be 221 billion megawatts, and the investment of artificial solar arc reactor would be 666 multiplied by 4 times 6 degrees Celsius, 20 billion United States dollars. Well, artificial solar arc reactor, and here weight would be 1.16 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 665 kilograms. And here Israeli flying car production would be 8.62 multiplied by 10 to the power 6644 Israeli car. Okay, but still here we can see the points. Here I can mention its here I can mention the points here. It would be Elon Musk points. Okay. Here Sharia inheritance law says, according with Sharia inheritance law, 4 sons of Elon Musk can get 364 billion United States dollars, when 3 daughters of Elon Musk can combine inheritance of 136 billion United States dollars. Okay. On the other hand, according with secular American inheritance law, every son of Elon Musk can get almost 125 billion United States dollars. Okay, but still, according with Sharia law, every son of Elon Musk can get almost 91 point something billion United States dollars. 91 billion United States dollars. In the ordinary law form of Sharia inheritance law. But here we can say when 4 sons are pro-Israeli and 3 daughters are pro-Palestinian, then what would happen? Well, according with Sharia law, 500 billion United States dollars goes to only 3 daughters, and 4 sons can get nothing. Where 4 sons, the pro-Israeli 4 sons of Elon Musk, are capable to operate the Elon Musk business empire. And here we can say they can operate capable to be operate the business empires, but according to Sharia law, because to be pro-Israeli, the foreign cannot get anything as an inheritance. And here it is the Sharia law problems. But now, when Hasnat Abdullah knows that Sharia law is not working on United States of America, now here first point is Texas. Okay. Now I can mention the first point of Texas. Well, necessary fuel temperature is 17.6 multiplied by 10 to the power 24 degrees Celsius. Because fuel is artificial solar arc reactor and weight is 666 picograms, and the mining program is atomic energy centers. Now question is, I know the terrorism problems, from atomic energy center of Bangladesh. Well, Charlie Krik know the atomic terrorism from Bangladesh, and Hasnat Abdullah is the mastermind. And what about Tulsi Gabbard? Tulsi Gabbard is the Director of National Intelligence. Tulsi Gabbard is the Director of National Intelligence. And what about the points? Here, accordance with military service, well, in 2003, she is in Hawaii Army National Guard. 2007, she is in United States Army. 2015, she is promoted the rank from captain to major, and in the 2021, Tulsi Gabbard is promoted as a lieutenant colonel, and now Tulsi Gabbard is a director of national intelligence. But still, the problem is Tulsi Gabbard did not acknowledge. Tulsi Gabbard did not state any action against Hasnat Abdullah, the pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi terrorist. Now here I have a disclaimer that I do not sure about political terrorism. Because when right wing say something is a political terrorism, left wing believe that a national political soldierism. Hence, the political terrorism is something like confusing. But here, I am talking about religion terrorism because after Sheikh Hasina being out of Prime Ministry of Bangladesh, Hasnat Abdullah is focused on Islamic terrorism over the world. And here, something we can believe is pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi terrorist Hasnat Abdullah is planning to contest air attack on Texas City of United States of America. Here the Canada distance is 51,320 kilometer, and the time is 67 seconds. Okay, and here kinetic power is here we can 875.7 million megawatts, and science artificial solar arc reactor contains weight of 666 picogram, hence the necessary heat would be 18 multiplied by 10 to the power 24 degree Celsius. Okay, and now I was talking about Newtonian kinetic energy in Bangladeshi terrorism. But what if we have to talk about Einsteinian kinetic energy for Bangladeshi terrorism? Okay. And here is the points I am going to talk about that. Okay. Departure is same, target is same, and via route is same. But now, here half of weight of terrorist plane is not mentioned. Statistic weight of terrorist plane is 2 multiple by 10 to the power 5 kilogram. That means 200,000 kilograms. Distance is 51,332 kilometer. Time is 1 second. Okay. Now here we can say lambda is 1 divided by bracket of square root of 1 subtract by s square divided by c square. Enter all bracket complete. But here I can we know the lambda is 1 divided by bracket of square root 1 subtract by v square divided by c square. But here our travel distance is okay. But here our travel distance is 51,320 kilometers, but the travel time is 1 second. And here we can say that's the point. Hence here v square has been velocity square has been the distance square because travel time is 1 second. Okay, and here the value of lambda is 1.01496. Okay, and the statistic potential energy is 200,000 kilograms. multiple in by 9 multiplied by 10 to the power 16. And here the result is 18 multiplied by 10 to the power 21. Well, that is the kinetic joule. But in this terms, when the travel time is 1 second, hence that is actually the kinetic power. Okay? And now here we can see the points. And the kinetic power, entire kinetic power is, that is the potential power. And here kinetic power is 269.28 trillion megawatts. Okay. Now here artificial solar arc reactor with weight of 666 picowatts, and the necessary fuel temperature is 80.34 multiplied by 10 to the power 27 degree Celsius. Okay. And here it is the points. Okay. Now here my question is that, now here my question is that, what if the time would be 2 seconds? Well, here kinetic time would decrease by 8 times. Well, and here we can see here is the points. $269.28 divided by 8. That would be 33.66 trillion megawatts. Okay. Here we can see the points, and that is the points of that. Okay. Now, what about the points? Here is what is the intention of the pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi terrorist Hasnat Abdullah? The intention is that our honorable President Donald Trump would stop supporting Israel against Palestinian terrorists and Iranian terrorists. Okay, that was the intention of Hasnat Abdullah. Hence, he is a pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi terrorist. And now, here we can see the points I can notify. The Hasnat Abdullah implements the Einsteinian kinetic energy and the thermal zero law and thermal energy law and the atomic energy system in the purpose of religious terrorist attack on United States of America. But The problem is that, well, I know that is the terrorism from Hasnat Abdullah. Okay. Well, the honorable man Charlie Krik knew that was the terrorism from Hasnat Abdullah. Well, Hasnat Abdullah is the Bangladeshi terrorist, the mastermind of the terrorism, and what about Tulsi Gabbard? Tulsi Gabbard is the director of national intelligence, and in the Independence Days, July 20, okay, for July 4, 2021, Tulsi Gabbard was promoted to rank in lieutenant colonels, and in 4 years, Tulsi from to 2021 to 2025, she has been served as a lieutenant colonel, and in 2025 she became the director of United States National Intelligence Department. But still, notwithstanding getting the CIA information about pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi terrorist attack Hasnat Abdullah on Texas City of the Texas Provincial States of United States of America, Tulsi Gabbard take steps as no actions. Why Tulsi Gabbard did not take any action steps? That was the questions of Charlie Krik, and we know that is the questions of any American nationalist man. But what about Tulsi Gabbard? Tulsi Gabbard is women, and here we can see when Tulsi Gabbard is women. Tulsi Gabbard did not take any step to action against pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi terrorist Hasnat Abdullah. And here we can see somehow Donald Trump has been frustrated that why I am elected as an United States President while I, Donald Trump, cannot take any action in the purpose of sovereignty of United States of America against Bangladesh nuclear terrorism. Well, here I was talking about Bangladesh nuclear terrorism on the probable security threats on United States of America. Okay, well, I am here for 2 minutes that I can say something like points. Okay. Now here, what about if the travel time would be 134 seconds. Now here back to the Newtonian kinetic energies. Okay. Now, it would be kinetic energy would be divided by 10, divided by 8. Well, because here we have double the time that where previous time is 67 seconds. Okay, and now the kinetic power would be 109.5 million megawatts. Okay, now here what is when the terrorist fuel would be artificial solar arc reactor with weight of 666 picogram. Necessary fuel temperatures here we can see 17.6. Well, here we are divided by 4. That is 4.4 multiplied by 10 to the power 24 degrees Celsius. Okay. And it is the point that what if travel time would be 134 seconds in lieu of 67 seconds. But what if here, okay, now let me tell you, what if here the travel time would be 268 seconds. That means 4 times of 67 seconds. Okay, here you can see kinetic power would be decreased by 64 times, and the present kinetic power would be 13.7 million megawatts. On the other hand, 17.6 divided by 16 share, that is 1.1. Necessary fuel temperature would be 1.1 multiplied by 10 to the power 24 degrees Celsius. Okay, and now in 268 seconds with here 13.7 million megawatts of kinetic power and 1.1 multiplied by 10 to the power 24 degrees Celsius as the temperature of artificial solar arc reactor fuel where weight is 666 picogram. When when pro-Palestinian, according to CIA report, pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi terrorist Hasnat Abdullah has no intention to contest air attack on Texas City of United States of America. Hence, our questions is why here Bangladesh contains atomic energy center where Bangladesh contains 10 air no electricity 10 hours no electricity per day and 6 hour no electricity per day or sometimes 20 hours no electricity per day. Well, that is my questions. Okay, now I am now today's my live stream topic has been over. See you then with the next topics, and probably the next topics would be Georgia Meloni roast. See you then. Khodafez. Love you.